All right, you guys voted to do Ruby Rose first, so we're gonna watch this No Jumper thing. Ruby Rose's #1 spender tells it all! Exclamation point. This is from No Jumper. To be honest with you, I feel like this is like really irresponsible from No Jumper. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm here for the tea, of course, but this guy is legitimately obsessed and like a dangerous person, in my opinion. After covering it, he's a dangerous person. So the fact that he's getting any platform time at all is highly irresponsible, in my opinion. I just don't think it should be happening. But at the same time, like I said, I'm here for all the tea. So let's go.
No Jumper, the coolest podcast in the world.
That's right.
And today we're
I think that maybe what's this guy's name? Bingle? I forget his name. I think that maybe he's like, I think maybe the problem with Adam, that's his name. I got it. Is that like he kind of feels this guy because he's also, you know, they feel like they have they're similar. You know, they're kind of, I feel like there's a commonality between the two. You know what? Do you understand what I'm saying?
having a conversation with perhaps one of the greatest gooners of our generation.
Gooner, huh?
Do you relate to that term?
I relate, yes. I guess I'm a gooner. What's a gooner exactly?
A gooner is like a guy,
I relate to that. What does that mean? Come on. What are you doing here? What are we doing here?
guy who spends a large percentage of his time in his basement,
This is not
bedroom, etc.
This is not what gooning is. Adam can't even get gooning right. I'm not even going to get into it, but dude, stop.
Multiple different monitors set up, corn playing on the monitors, and oftentimes they're known to pleasure themselves 7 or 8 times in a day.
Okay.
Okay, I guess we could go along with that. I mean,
Yeah, so that's not true. A gooning is like the advanced form of edging. Okay, so let's not sully the beauty of these words.
Don't
sully the beauty of gooning.
I guess that's me.
That sounds familiar. You got 7 or 8 in you?
No.
I think I got a
No?
couple on
How
my
many?
butt.
Probably like 3 or 4.
3 or 4 solid.
So half, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
if
the
you're
exact opposite, dude. What are you talking about, dude? Come on, this guy's a fucking silly
by
goose.
yourself,
Yeah, if I'm by myself, you know.
if you got women involved, then I could definitely have quite a few rounds in me. But as far as finding the ambition to do that when you're solo, pitching a tent,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know. And on just on OnlyFans, you know. Just-
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Let's start with how I know you. And I might have blurry memories for some parts of this,
That's fine.
but back in the day, you came to the old store on Melrose, which, by the way, we're back, 7665 Melrose.
Wait, this guy's got a history? What? They know each other? They're good friends from the cuck meeting? What's happening here?
And at one point, you did a lean dab. How did that
know what
actually
that is.
happen? Did you just DM me and say, hey, I want to take a lean dab?
I just pulled up to the thing or to the store one day, and I came in the back, and yeah, I just
Hit
that's
the lean
first time,
dab.
That's the first time I ever did lean too. I was just like, let me try this out, and then I poured it into one of these.
Yeah, the dabber.
And then I didn't know what I was going to do at the time. I was like, okay. And then I was taking a dab, and then I poured it back as I was taking the dab. So, yeah, it was just something that came spur of the moment.
It just popped in your head. Where'd you even get the drink?
Crazy.
I had it in my freezer for a while. So, but it was for cold before.
I remember you had the green, and this is years before green became somewhat normalized in society. But we thought that was pretty funny that you pulled up with some green lean.
Yeah, some green lean. I mean, I didn't know anything about lean, so it's like, you know, I mean, I know it's usually like a reddish, pinkish tint, I guess, you know, but I've never done
Typically,
it
yeah.
till
That
day.
green lean,
Right.
baby.
I did like 2 lines, and that was like,
You drank 2 lines of it.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I was pouring it in there, and I didn't know what to pour. You know, I was like kind of paying attention, but not, you know.
This is the-
So
these
where
are
did the motivation?
These are the questions that we all wanted to hear, you know. This is like the top quality, like, the lean. Like, what are we doing here?
To
Ask
do
this guy
this
about being an
come
obsessed
I feel like
goblin.
just being there at the store, I was like, okay, back in the day, you know, everyone was drinking lean. I mean, I guess they're still doing it now, but I was like, this is a perfect spot to do it at, you know?
Right.
And I did it,
Okay.
and yeah, I mean, it did that did pretty good, that video before, but then that Instagram got taken down, so
Really?
yeah.
Because I noticed you're on a new Instagram with like 1,000 followers.
Yeah, I had one back in the day. I mean, that's not the only place that you know me from
This
as
is
well,
crazy.
but
How else do I know you?
I used to work with a tattoo artist that
Yes.
we're not gonna,
Okay.
yeah.
That,
Bro, listen, okay. This is the problem with Adam. You know, he's been getting bullied for being a cuck, And me personally, if that's how you want to orchestrate your living situation, your marriage, like, God bless you, do you. Like, I'm not going to sit here and like really judge you. But now we got this guy that sent like a literal fan fiction to Ruby Rose, like an obsessive, insane, like honestly scary messages to her, you know, skin peeling type messages, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And now you're gonna have him on your show. I mean, there clearly is the problem. Like, the problem with a cuck isn't what they're doing; it's the energy that they're bringing to the table, dude. Like, this is why are you platforming this guy? He's insane. Why? What are you doing? Why is this even happening? Oh my god!
That was you. Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I still
then
work with it. Well, I mean,
we have a lot to talk about then.
yeah, there's a lot. Yeah,
Romeo.
talk about him. I had a
Papa, did you see on the Locale Live Boogie was calling Kale Hammer dumbass and going in on him? No, I have no interest in that. It's not real. Like, none of it's real. Boogie's a loser. Like, Boogie is a loser. Boogie feels very confident right now because he has a slight turnaround, and it's going to end, and it's going to be really funny to watch him spiral out of control because it will be his worst spiral. And it doesn't matter how bad it gets, I'm never going to feel bad for him. So I don't care about this performative nonsense where he decides to like make drama out of his life. Nobody respects him. He's a loser. Like, who cares? Like, that's all it comes down to. Nobody should even bother. It's not real. He's a baby.
You can't.
probably. I mean, he got a restraining order against me.
Really?
Oh my God.
Yeah, back in the day, like
another restraining
I mean,
order.
it's temporary, you know, but it was because I guess
Another. Oh my God, this guy's got a history of being like a stalker or something.
I think when I went to court, they said like I had his phone number up on Instagram, which was like on a court document. So it was like public record. Anyone could add his phone number, but you know, like I was trolling back then.
So let me just lay the scene for people who don't know what we're talking about right now. There was a tattoo artist, and I suppose is a tattoo artist, who I have multiple tattoos from, in fact.
I have 90% of mine from him.
Right, and his name's, and so does Kendrick Lamar, right?
Kendrick Lamar. I mean, yeah, a lot of people.
That's weird to think that
I guess
Kendrick.
technically we could talk about it because honestly, I don't give a fuck.
Kendrick got most of his tattoos from a dude who is now mega canceled, which is kind of wild to think that perhaps the greatest rapper of our generation. But that's neither here nor there. But anyway, he got exposed at a certain point for basically messing around with underage chicks.
Yeah, through DM and
Didn't Adam also? Didn't this guy also get exposed for that too?
like that. And at first, it like popped up one time.
How
and, like,
underage are those girls?
it just seemed like it was like just extortion for money or something.
Okay.
Because there was no actual girl's face to the Twitter account or whatever. And so I think that's why like nothing happened really. Like he just like got let go from that incident, and I was still working with him. And then the second time around was when I like was about to quit. That was like the same week that Juice
Oh my God.
passed away, and
Oh wow, that was the same
like
time
that.
period.
Yeah,
huh?
and I was like, and it just got crazy during that time, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave. So, and then I started trolling.
Because you were his assistant.
Yeah, technically I was the assistant. I was the shop manager, things like that.
Okay.
According to him, now I'm like the store janitor, I guess. You know?
Wait, you're still at that shop?
No.
This guy talks like Napoleon's brother. What the fuck is this? What were they talking about? I thought they were going to talk about Ruby Rose. Like, I don't care about this.
You know, crypto.
Okay.
Big crypto guy. You know, I'm the
But so
crypto
where
guy.
were you at in life?
He's just a lucky guy. He's a nerd that sits in his basement, doesn't know how to understand social interaction. That got lucky on crypto.
That you became Romeo's assistant.
Okay, so technically this is how life started. I mean, I joined the military, did the military for a little bit. I mean, for the time that I had to do it. And then once I got out, I was like, what do I do next? So I went to college. I did set design.
He said he's done pretending to be nice, and he's been the villain. He's never pretended to be nice. It's all like it's his like little turtle defense mechanism. That's all it is. He feels he was never holding anything back. He's a coward. Now he's feeling like unnecessarily boldened by his current situation. Again, it's going to end, and it's going to be really like it's gonna end, and he's gonna come off that manic high, and it's gonna be funny. That's all it's gonna come down to. It's gonna be like super self-destructive.
Built sets and stuff like that, and I did that for a few years. But I'm like that guy that just likes to not be lazy, but at the same time just likes to help everyone out and work. So I just was like
what a
doing
nice guy.
everything that you could do. So I did.
What a nice guy.
I ran a waffle truck for a while. What did I do? I worked with that guy over at that tattoo shop. I also
that guy.
manage another tattoo artist right now.
You've just been figuring stuff out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really need to do too much, you know. Like I've done a lot, so I'm like, I'm kind of getting by, you know?
My memory of the cancellation of Romeo was that it seemed like, okay, this isn't good, but Keemstar from Drama Alert was really the one leading the charge in terms of exposing him before Keemstar hung up his YouTube content.
Yes.
And he got Romeo to get on a call with him on an episode of Drama Alert, and Keem basically got him to basically admit that he had done this, and also it was like Romeo had never argued
What is it that he did? Like, why is it so vague? Why are they talking in such a vague way?
with someone who actually was trying to, corner him, because it felt like very quickly he started basically saying that the girls that he had been involved with were the ones who were really at fault because they were trying to manipulate and cancel him, which was a weird thing to hear a grown man try to argue, because obviously you're the adult in this situation. There's a higher standard for your behavior. But what was that time period like, as far as what you could say in terms of just seeing his whole kind of unravel, right?
Yeah, it was just crazy. I was like, damn. And I knew him like for a long time too. I knew him like 10 years before. Or for about
the kids. Yeah, how old were the kids that he's talking about? Like, how old are these young people? I don't really know the age. Like, I don't know the story.
10 years, technically. My first tattoo was from him. Now I just, I even got matching tattoos.
Right.
Oh, it's kind of weird.
Crazy.
And were you starting to think along the road that he was a weirdo, or that he was perhaps not the best guy?
Once the first like incident happened where he was on Drama Alert the first time, I was like, okay, yeah, he's a little weird, you know? But like, then it sounded like he got extorted. So when the second incident came around, that was me that brought it up. And then someone brought it up to
Fuck, this is the guy we're talking about? This person? Okay. Oh, okay. 15 to 16, mid-teens.
me saying, hey,
Didn't Adam have the same issue, though? Didn't Adam also talk to like a 16-year-old? Or have sex with one or something? He's 34. Okay.
some girl on Twitter is trying to get a hold of Keemstar. Now, I was in contact with Keemstar already.
The alleged young is 14 or 15. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay. It's new to me.
The previous incident, because he reached out to me. And yeah, so I was like, okay, I could get this.
What is this? Text message from 2016 purportedly show like asking girls who mentioned they are underage sexually charged questions like if they like to imbibe his seat. What the fuck? So he was in a relationship with a girl when she was 14 to 17 and he was 19 to 22. That's not good. So this is like 10 years old? Oh, okay.
This to Keemstar because I have like that in this. Yeah, literally I did the investigation first. I had all like the text messages and everything. I sent it over to Keemstar afterwards, and then he got in contact with that girl.
So, but before all this cracked off, was there
ever post my iceberg on the channel? Is it copyrighted music? I don't know.
any signs to you that he might not have been a great guy, or was everything fine before
I mean,
that?
everything was fine before.
Okay.
Yeah, like I mean, I never knew never knew he was weird. You know, like I mean, when I seen his YouTube videos, he was kind of weird. You know,
Right.
But yeah, I didn't know anything like that. I didn't know he was like a weirdo. So
Okay, and then so how do you?
It's a little bizarre for this guy to be calling anybody a weirdo. Like this guy's an obsessive stalker. It's so fucking bizarre.
End up deciding to separate from him? Was it entirely because of the stuff that was coming out in the media?
nah. So I was the shop manager, but at that time too, I started doing tooth gyms. I was doing it for like everyone big TikTokers and all
Okay.
them people, and yeah, technically, if I did it at the shop, I was supposed to give 50% or whatnot, but I was just starting off at that time. And then he just was like, when are you going to get people in here, you know, to do teeth? You're always going to them. And I was like, yeah, because they don't want to come here because you're a weirdo. That's kind of like what led up to that. And then I left. And yeah, I literally just left because I've left before. I was like, yeah, I don't want to work here no more. And then he wanted me back. So
Okay.
yeah,
Cool story.
Wow.
that time I just like left and I was like, I don't know.
Wow.
Okay. And
Whoa,
you haven't spoken to him
whoa.
since then?
Nope.
And is he still
Well, I
tattooed?
mean, court was like a couple years back, and
he tried to actually sue you?
what's crazy is he got a restraining order against me. But who would want to go close to him at all. Like, I mean, he sent his brother after me on Melrose when I did a pop-up at Cookies and Kicks.
His brother did what? Just showed up trying to...
He showed up with a couple people. They stole my tooth gym, technically. And,
wow, I'm getting the lore of a stalker, of a crypto stalker. This is awesome. We love it.
Weird.
Gotta love
he got
it.
fucked up. There's a video, kind of. He got fucked up on Melrose.
What, your friends f***ed him up?
No. He basically was trying to, like, lift me up and, like, kind of take me to the ground or some shit. And the video doesn't really show that. But I fucked him up with some tear gas.
Oh,
tear
shit.
gas.
You're such a cool
That's
guy.
Yeah. But, okay, there was
I figured you would have just like constantly obsessed over him until he got creeped out by you.
a whole... Did you follow the lawsuit where he ended up having to give his gold play button to Keemstar?
Oh yeah, no, I was following that. I was during that same time was when I got the defamation, I got the cease and desist the same time that Keemstar got a cease and desist or whatever that was happening
What up?
during that time.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was just this is fun, you know. And then I posted that on my story, you know, the cease and desist, and I guess it had his contact on it. So then he took me to court after that.
Cool.
Wow. And
Crazy.
what's he been doing? You think he's still... Does he tattoo out of the same spot?
Same spot, I think. And then also he started music.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a fucking singer.
He always looked like an emo singer,
Oh,
so...
it's horrible.
It's not good.
It's fucking. He has a song called California Dream.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't the Adam 22 16-year-old thing like much sooner? Did Adam hook up with a 16-year-old girl in his 20? I don't know. I feel like 19 and 14 and like 16 and like 20 something. It's both pretty bad. Whatever. Okay, let's just
Or
move
some
on.
shit. California Dream. That's the name of his shop.
It's a weird...
It's fucking weird.
It's a weird dynamic where tattoo artists get canceled and then they kind of disappear from social media, but they keep doing their thing in real life and just try not to attract attention. And it seems like that actually works out pretty good because I know a tattoo artist who basically was driving with a friend. You probably know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And accidentally got in a car accident. His homie died, and obviously, you know, he looks pretty bad as the guy who basically was responsible for this dude dying. And he's still doing his thing. He just doesn't really post on Instagram or anything.
On Instagram, yep. That's how I think Romeo's doing it. I don't know. I mean, I'm blocked, but I don't really like care to look. You know? Like, it's like weird.
Right.
But sometimes people will be like, "Yo, look what Romeo's doing" or some shit. You know, and I'm like, okay, but that's hasn't been around for a while. You know, like, but they were sending me stuff before, and I was like, okay, cool.
Got it.
But I know that shit was.
Right.
I don't know.
It's
I know
a very
after I
stimulating
left,
conversation.
That shit fucked up business for him, I think.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
sure.
Yeah,
But
sure.
you know,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
best of luck to him. Hopefully, he turns his shit around. But
Music career.
I don't know. But so then we fast forward. I didn't see you for quite a few years, and then all of a sudden you pop up in the media. And as soon as I saw the picture of you, I'm like, I fucking know this guy, and I sent it to my team right away. And I'm like, okay, remind me how much interaction we had with this dude, because I remember him coming around on Melrose, and they were like, that's the guy from the Lean Dab. That guy fucking applied to work for No Jumper at one point. I'm putting the pieces together. They didn't mention the Romeo thing, so I kind of forgot about that, but okay.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that.
Now we're caught up to speed. How did I mean, okay, like where do we even begin here? Like, what is your relationship with OnlyFans and porn in
He obviously is fucking addicted to it. Well, I don't even know if it's addiction. I mean, if I spent $90,000 on it, that's an addiction. But this guy has millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. So maybe even hundreds of millions, honestly. So I don't even, is it an addiction? I don't know. I mean, but he's clearly a fucking weirdo.
general?
I mean, I have a lot of friends that are in the industry.
This guy's getting interviewed because he's the Ruby Rose stalker.
OnlyFans. I mean, I have an OnlyFans account. You know. Now.
Cool.
How'd you become friends with all these people?
Well, I mean, I met Gina in the beginning. Well,
Valentina?
yeah.
Right.
I don't know if we should put her in the video or something. You know, because I kind of work with her still. But
Yeah, why
we'll
not?
figure it out.
She's a porn star.
Yeah, she's a porn star. So I met her, and that was at the tattoo shop actually, and she was getting tattooed by the guy that I manage now.
Okay.
And, yeah, that same day we became like friends, and yeah, I mean, we hung out a lot, and then I kind of was in the circle of all the other porn stars, and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. So it fucked up porn for me. You know?
I mean, obviously, the reason that they just like fluffed that up is because they're gonna start saying words like porn. So they didn't want that at the beginning of the video. But okay.
It fucked up porn for you meeting all these girls?
No, it didn't like fuck it up, but like if I go on like say I go on Pornhub, I'm gonna see like Gina or someone, which is a friend of mine, you know, and I don't
Right.
want to watch that, you know. But
Gina's a friend of mine too, and I've still beat off to her many times in the last year. I mean, this is like there's all kinds of girls. I have a different experience with people where even my girl, she says I can't really watch much porn these days.
This is somehow weird for me, dude. This is somehow weird for me, and I'm a fucking goblin.
Because I don't want to see
so
people that we know.
bizarre.
And I say that's exactly what I want to see.
yeah,
I want to shake a girl's hand at a party and then go beat off to her the next day.
Incredible.
I guess I could see that technically. I mean,
Technically.
I don't know. I guess
This
it's
guy's acting all weird and modest. What are you talking about? You're obsessed. What the fuck are you talking about?
different when I work with her, you know, like I was her assistant for a little while too. So during COVID, I like
Working with her and beating off to her could be weird.
yeah. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, I guess it could be weird.
What
I
a
don't know if I
stimulating
beat off to
conversation.
my boss, but I've also never had a sexy boss.
Cool.
Yeah, I could see that. I guess you know, but
Okay.
I'm a different type of guy. I'm like, you know, I'm not like a weirdo. How the internet
What are you talking about? Yes, he is.
thinks I am. You know.
Really?
He absolutely
I
is.
don't know. You seem like you got a little bit of a weirdo streak in you.
I mean, I guess I could pull off the weird looking vibe. You know, I mean, they made it look good on the internet. You know, like
Okay. So what about Ruby Rose though? You have a particular fixation on her?
yeah, I love that girl. She's my queen.
Yeah, she's a baddie. There's no denying it.
Okay.
But she doesn't do real porn, so like you're
No, I mean, I have every image, everything of hers on my OnlyFans account that I purchased. I guess supposedly.
okay.
Jesus Christ. Supposedly?
Yeah.
What?
No, I mean, I didn't purchase none of that shit.
But if you want to beat off to Gina Valentina, you can watch a video of her slurping up 9 nuts in a row. Whereas with Ruby Rose, you don't even really get to see a nipple, right? Or are there nipples in the DMs?
No, I don't think there's nipples in the DMs.
See, yeah, that's not right. I figured if
Why?
there was, that they would have leaked on Twitter already.
Yeah. No, I mean, I know they should be.
Yeah, how is this guy going to try to like downplay it and act like he's not obsessed with this girl? We saw the DMs.
leaked on Twitter. You can't even see it on Reddit. You know. But nah, I didn't purchase none of her OnlyFans content.
You sent her $90,000. Okay.
Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay. Yeah.
this was all a hoax?
I got in this situation where I just went and took a picture with Ruby Rose, right? Like,
Okay.
I got paid for it. I didn't know exactly what it was for. You know, I think it was like a promo thing or something or whatever the fuck it was, you know? And I met up with her. I take this picture. Next day, I'm like the fucking OnlyFans top spender. I knew there was like some kind of thing where there was like, had to do with the OnlyFans top spender shit, but I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So they made it look like I was her top spender, you know?
So they
had an
didn't
idea
fill
they
you
were
in
gonna-
on this beforehand? They didn't
kinda
say,
get-
hey, we have this big idea. This is what we're going to
So
do.
the
We're going to
idea
fake
was-
I just don't believe any of this. This is just dumb as shit. What are you talking about? What do the comments say? There's just no way. What?
It's like, they were like, we're going to use
Wait, explain all the DMs. I really just don't believe this.
I mean, they kind of let me know that I was going to be like this, like one of her like subscribers, I guess, on OnlyFans or something like that, right? I was like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. You know, I didn't know it was going to blow up to this big, huge.
Okay, so then like all he has to do to prove this is show us your leg with this. If the tattoo is on there, then he's lying. That's all he has to do is show us the leg. If he shows us like, yeah, I never got this tattoo, I'll believe him. That's all it takes. If that's all it takes, show us that you didn't get that fucking tattoo.
Story, you know, they said it was going to be big. And then, you know, I was like, okay, cool. This is kind of cool, whatever.
Because I could believe that an OnlyFans model might want to try to generate some controversy, but that's what you have to do to prove
The
it.
fuck? I was like, when's money going to start coming in? You know, like I was like, I want some money out of this. And
But
then,
how are you going to get paid for it? And you're
Why would you want money? Aren't you like a trillionaire or whatever?
saying that they didn't tell you beforehand that
They
this
just-
was going to be the storyline?
well, I knew there was this OnlyFans and like the person's the top spender, but I didn't know the story was going to come out
Show
to
us
be
the leg.
bigger than what the story
He's wearing sweatpants, dude. He's guilty. He's wearing sweatpants. He's guilty, dude.
is now, you know, like where I'm like the obsessive guy who
Yeah, you seem like
So
Yeah,
the
you seem-
$60,000 number was fake.
it's a real account,
It's $90,000. What are you talking about? It's not 60.
but it's not me. So it's like
Okay.
an actual account that's paid into Ruby Rose.
So some guy did spend
So it's a different person that spent 90,000. By the way, it's not you. Okay.
60 grand on her. It just wasn't you.
yeah, it wasn't
Okay.
me.
Oh yeah, I believe it. Yeah, sure.
At the same time, I'm like getting all this like hate and shit. So I'm like, okay, this is kind of getting weird. I was like, what's the next thing that's gonna happen? And then I did say we should like get some kind of tattoo going, like I'll get her name or something tattooed on me. I didn't think I was gonna get a portrait.
Oh, okay. So he was also coerced into getting a dude, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't want to get the tattoo. Dude, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. What?
Where's the portrait?
On the back of my leg.
Why would you get it then?
So, now
So he's trying to tell us that this entire thing is fake. It wasn't really his account. It was somebody else's. But he still got the fucking tattoo on his leg. Okay.
So first I'm the top.
If he said like, yeah, I like her a lot, blah, 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 and they asked to do some storyline where I seemed obsessed, I would maybe believe that. I could maybe buy into that part. But I'm not going to buy into whatever the fuck he's selling here.
Spender, and then it comes out to me being, I didn't know I was a Bitcoin billionaire, I mean, I have some money, but I'm not like Bitcoin billionaire, so the story's coming out, but I didn't hear about that side of the story.
Did you put that narrative out there, or did her and her team put that out there?
Yeah, her and her team. I didn't know anything about that part, and then I go to the weed shop, right? And this girl's like, hey,
he needs to show us some kind of proof. There's just no way. There's no way he got a tattoo on himself of her if he's not actually obsessed.
That crypto billionaire guy or whatever, which I was like, okay, that sounds kind of cool. But then also you were on True Life fucking porn addiction, and I was like,
yeah,
I was? And then I looked into that afterwards, but
what?
So
were you on True Life porn addiction, or because
No.
I saw that too? I saw that there was
like me, does it?
Oh, that wasn't you at all. I saw the picture and I just assumed that it was. Wow,
Yeah.
is nothing real? Holy shit!
No, so I mean
Okay.
I know about the OnlyFans account top spender shit kind of, but I didn't know it was gonna be.
So this is supposedly him? This is supposedly supposed to be him? I mean, I guess, I don't know if that's actually him. But this is probably just some random rumor. I could believe it, though. You'd have to hear him. You would have to hear him.
Well, I just broke down, viewed some porn, and masturbated.
I mean, it doesn't sound like him, so.
As big as this was going to be, I didn't even know what was going on. And then I get the tattoo, and then it turns out to be, I'm like some obsessive like stalker guy named Brandon, which was the guy on True Life, where he was addicted to porn. And
was there a name attached to it?
That's why, like in the messages, it says Brandon OnlyFan creep or some shit. I wake up, I see this post, and it's like the tattoo one, right? And then I'm like seeing all the text messages, and I'm like, I didn't even like read it. Like I seen some of it, and it seemed like it was really bad, so I like just turned my phone off. Yeah, that shit was crazy. I don't know. I don't know how they generated that message, but that shit kind of like made me go crazy for a few days.
It was making you go crazy.
Not crazy, but like anxiety, So it was like,
okay. On one hand, it's kind of cool to be famous. Yeah. On the other hand, if they're painting a narrative of you that's totally different from who you actually are as a person, that's probably less fun.
Yeah, because I mean, there was all these different narratives. Like I'm a Bitcoin billionaire. I'm a porn addict. I don't know.
I don't know, Rubi. Dude. I really am. That's a hard sell. That's a hard sell. That's a hard sell because he got the there's no way it's like the way that he talks about it. It's like he accidentally got a tattoo. He's like, I thought it was just gonna be your name, and it was her whole face. What do you mean? Like you? It makes it seem like they just started the tattoo and they just didn't tell him what it was gonna be. I don't know, dude.
He rose so much that I would get a tattoo of her. So
there's no way.
Okay.
I'm trying to have an open mind.
I want to speak to all the people out there who are looking at what you just said and they're feeling kind of dumb because they're thinking, holy shit, I can't believe I got fooled.
No, I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking, I don't know if this is real. This sounds super fake.
Nothing is ever real on the internet.
Like, how are we confirming this? Do you know his real name? Like, what is happening here? Is it not his name? Wait, what?
Not anymore. I can't believe that I got tricked. I was in the same exact boat. There was a guy, I won't say his name, but he's very, very high up at OnlyFans. Like he works in OnlyFans corporate. And he was here. Me and Lena were doing a meeting with him talking about some stuff OnlyFans related. And we obviously ended up bringing up your situation because it came out like that day. And the guy kind of rolls his eyes at me and he's like, yeah, that shit's not real. And I immediately felt the same way that everybody at home feels, which is I felt like a fucking dummy for falling for.
I would believe it. I need more. I just don't know if I don't know that some vague, unnamed OnlyFans executive talked to him in private and said it's not real. That's possible, but you need to give us a little more than that. I'm not taking your word for it. I just can't.
For it. And even earlier that day, I had said to Lena, I'm like, you know how easy this would be for us to one up, right? All we got to do is find some guy who looks a little off.
Like, true. Like, I would believe that a porn star would try to do something like this. That part I believe. Okay. I mean, he sent pictures in the DMs, no? Part of me too is like, I know this sounds weird, but then also part of me is like, why wouldn't this
original?
Why wouldn't he keep his mouth shut though? You know, like I know that's a weird thing, but why would he be so quick? I mean, here's a face so you know it's real. I don't know, man. He's got it. I mean, I guess based on this narrative, it's possible. I don't know, dude. He sends these pictures of him getting a tattoo. It's so hard to believe. I need more. You know, I'm not so easily Brandon Weird OF fan. I don't know. Wait.
And then make a fake screenshot that says that he spent $150,000 or $200,000.
Wait. Hold on.
For us to one up, right? All we got to do like a fucking dummy for falling out. The same rolls his eyes at me and he's like, yeah, that shit's not real.
The problem I have with this is that like a little bit before, I don't know, the guy was like, yeah, that wasn't me. It was somebody else. And now apparently it's just wasn't real at all. I don't know.
Is find some guy who looks a little off.
I don't know, dude.
And then make a fake screenshot that says that he spent $150,000 or $200,000, and we could kind of like leapfrog the news cycle and replace Lamar with some other guy and say, oh, look how much this guy. And you know, it's like there's a constant quest to like fake shit to get attention.
Maybe
in terms of OnlyFans. So I guess on one hand we shouldn't be surprised, but on the other hand, damn, Ruby Rose.
It made me think a lot
I
too.
I didn't know that you were gonna bust that move out.
I'm still not convinced, but
yeah, and like I mean, they were like
I'm thinking about it.
Kind of like hinting things, like when the team was talking to me or the agency or whatever the fuck it's called, I don't even know what it's called. They weren't like telling me everything that was going on, so it was like I kind of had like after I was like realizing what was going on, I was picturing it in my head after a while, and I was like, this is what they're doing. They're like trying to.
If they faked it, why isn't he suing them? That's a good question.
They got the character, which is me, and then now they're gonna figure out something else. That's when the true life shit came in. So now they were able to do this, and I don't know.
You gotta respect it in a weird way, but do you feel somewhat taken advantage of?
I mean, once I realized how much money she was making off of this, and I was like, okay, like, I when I got the tattoo, they asked me how much I wanted for like her team or whatever asked me. What do I think is a good price for the tattoo? Now, I was like saying 15 to 20K.
I don't see no pushback. Well, based on his narrative, he's saying that he talked to an OnlyFans executive that said it was all fake. So, like, the reason, if that's true, that would be why he's not giving pushback. Either that or he's, like, glazing this guy. I don't know.
You know? Because I feel like I knew what was going to happen with this. I knew it was going to, like, go out of proportion and maybe it would make me look like, I thought about it. Maybe it was going to make me look like a creep and shit.
Yeah, you thought that getting a tattoo of her on you would maybe make you look like a creep? This guy's really perceptive. Holy fuck. This guy's impressively smart.
And, but I mean, I have
the most random
tattoos on my body that I was like, okay, I could do this and I could still pull it off.
Right. And down the road, maybe 5-10 years from now, people are going to say, what's that a tattoo of? You can go say, oh, it's a hot, light-skinned girl. Like, they might not even remember Ruby Rose. Although maybe she'll also be like the most famous person in America. Maybe they will remember.
Yeah, sure. I'll just be like, that's my ex.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. She's dead to me now, though.
Wait, really? That's how you feel?
No.
Super chatted $2. Cuck and on Livan's Creep collab.
Yep.
Crazy first stream.
It's incredible stuff.
No, I mean, honestly, like when I met her, she was cool. Like, you know, I mean, like, I know like her team's in on this, you know, so I mean, I don't know if this, I mean, the way that she was to me, like, she was super dope. They made me look like I was like I have like 220 pictures in my phone of me and her. So it's like they used one picture, makes me look like I'm a weirdo.
Wait, hold on. What?
Of me and her. Dope. They made me look like I was like I have like 220 pictures in my phone of me and her. So it's like they used one picture, makes me look like I'm a weirdo.
Wait, what does that line mean? Is he saying they made it look like they have 220 pictures of them together? Or does he actually?
Super dope. They made me look like I was like I have like 220 pictures in my phone of me and her. So it's like
that sounds like he's saying he does have 220 pictures of her. Or is he trying to say that they're making it look like he does? I don't know.
They used one picture, makes me look like I'm a weirdo. But yeah, no, I was hanging out with her for probably like 2 hours, maybe 3 tops.
Okay.
We smoked. What else? I almost tried to freestyle, you know, like a little bit.
You freestyle?
Incredible.
I do a lot. And, yeah.
There was also there was another round in this whole viral cycle in which there was a screenshot or
Oh, you think he maybe means that he has all the photos from the photo shoot? Okay, maybe.
screen recording of a bunch of texts.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And were those actually you?
No. That's why I was like, they used the Brandon weird OnlyFans guy or whatever, right?
And that was what a lot of people said was, look at this fool who spent all this money on this girl and she won't even save him under his real name. She saves him as weird OnlyFans guy. And this
saying that they took many pictures and that they picked the worst one. Okay, fair enough.
basically prompted all of the red pill grifters, the poetic flacos of the world who you just met, etc., to all kind of use this as content because it fulfilled their pre-assumptions, which is that the world is full of suckers who are basically being taken advantage of by these OnlyFans girls. And when it comes to creating fake narratives in the public eye, this is what you want to do. You want to basically fulfill the previous beliefs that people already held, and you were just sort of like a perfect stand-in for, you know, we know that all these people are spending money on OnlyFans. We don't necessarily get to see them, and the idea that you had spent this insane amount of money was very, very captivating to people.
Yeah, I've never spent $1 on OnlyFans to this day.
Ever?
Actually,
Wow.
You know, when you create your account,
Yes, he hasn't spent $1 on OnlyFans. Didn't he say he looks at people's OnlyFans? I could have sworn. Didn't he say before that he has looked at her OnlyFans? How do you? Are we able to believe this? I don't know.
technically,
Yeah.
I think it charges your card like a little bit. So I guess maybe I did spend like $1 or something maybe on OnlyFans.
Oh, it'll
'cause
give you
I have
what?
my own account.
It'll give you like 4 cents, and then you have to.
I have my own account. I linked my card to it, but I've never spent money on OnlyFans. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Firm by saying you
Yeah.
got a 4-cent deposit.
Yep. Yeah, some shit like that. So
I've never actually had to deal with it, but I've dealt with it on other sites. Wow.
yeah,
So okay, what?
I expect the point. Yeah.
I mean, what has it been like becoming
I don't know
this
if I
famous
believe this.
for such a bizarre thing? Like, what has this
I
experience
mean,
been like? Is it bad?
I was thinking in my head it might have been bad, but you know, I got like some reassurance because people are like, your friends know that you're not this person, so
What?
just go out in public, you know? And I was like, I can't go out in public with like, the way that things are making me look like I'm a Bitcoin billionaire, all this shit. And then, you know, I just went out one day and it was cool, you know? I mean,
I just want you to believe him. There were some people who never believed this was real. I mean, I could believe him. I'm not convinced. That's the thing. I'm not convinced.
were asking me, do I know Ruby Rose though? Like I was like, yeah, I know. I mean, I know her, yeah.
But have you told anybody about this being fake besides me?
No, I mean, just the people that know. And I mean, even my aunt, she hit me up saying, "You're spending $62,000 on this girl," and I haven't done.
Adam22 asked him earlier if she sent him any nudes in the DMs, and he answered no. I didn't get any nudes there. How were they DMing without spending money? That's a good point, especially since it also made it seem like she doesn't really have nudes out there, because he was like, yeah, it probably would have been leaked if she did anyway, which communicates to me that like he was DMing her and paying her, but she has like a no nude policy. So I don't know. This doesn't feel like it's adding up, dude. It doesn't feel like it.
DM and stuff, and I was like, no, I've spent more like 76,000 now because I knew the money was going up and shit. So I've been playing the story, playing along with it because I knew like I can't really tell anyone, I have like
What? Why wouldn't you be able to tell anybody?
friends from like 10 years ago hitting me up like all of a sudden, and then they're like,
why can't you tell somebody? You're doing it right now. Are you trying to say that like? I mean, obviously, if this was real, they would have told you to be silent. So why would you even be coming forward though? Wouldn't that violate whatever agreement that you guys had? Right?
trying to probably hear the story, because they know something's up,
Okay, yeah. And the crazy thing about it is that on one hand, I'm thinking, oh, I bet they swore you to secrecy. But I bet they didn't, right?
No NDA, no contract, nothing like. And I was like
What?
thinking in my
So
head,
why
why?
couldn't you tell
Like,
people?
why did they do
Because this right here, us having this conversation, if this clip right here goes viral on Twitter or whatever, it
Publicity.
doesn't matter. It's actually good for her because she already got what she was hoping to get or what her team was hoping to get.
I mean, that does make sense. And then she's still in the like. If anything, this coming out would support her narrative, or it would support her because it just gives more popularity to her. Because it just keeps her name in the news cycle. I mean, if this was a bit, then this part's a bit too. No, doesn't that make sense? If any part of this is a bit, then all of it's a bit. I feel like that makes the most sense.
Which is a bunch of media attention. This right here is
So why didn't you say it sooner? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, it would be a bit. This is part of the bit, is to do it right now. Because like it's within the best interest. Like it's the first story is dying down, so now you come forward now and you keep it in the cycle. You know what I mean?
is further media attention. Yes, it kind of makes her and her team look like they're kind of full of shit, but I mean, she's not the fucking president. She's the OnlyFans
she's
chick, so
OnlyFans
it's like,
slut,
is it
yeah.
really that bad a look? I don't think so. It's just another reason for everybody to talk about her. And I've seen this over and over and
No,
over.
because I know somebody who does this type of like who does OnlyFans content, and they're like, yeah, anytime I'm in controversy, I always get more views. I always get more people subscribing to my OnlyFans. So it's like, oh, interesting. Like, I guess it doesn't matter what the controversy is.
Where do you remember when Black China was super viral for them saying she made $20 million in a month? And I remember sitting there looking at that thinking, no way. Absolutely not. And then you fast forward a couple years and she's like reportedly bankrupt. Hopefully she wasn't making $20 million in a month and becoming bankrupt. Now, to be fair, I kind of do believe that Bad Baby made like $18 million in a month. I've seen the screenshots. That doesn't seem so out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
But Black China, no, I'm not having it.
I'm not subscribing to that one either.
Yeah. Okay. But so what made you decide to come clean? Was this a hard decision, or do you feel like this is in any way like you're turning your back on Ruby Rose?
I technically reached out to the team, and I said, hey, so where do we go from here? Because this ain't benefiting me at all. I'm like, how's this benefiting me? I have all these podcasts hitting me up, and I mean,
That would be the benefit.
I need to make some money out of this, or I need to do something because I'm not doing anything now. I'm just trolling on the internet, and they told me let it die down first, and then you could do the podcast or whatever. And I was like, well, shit, I don't have no contract or anything. So then I was like, well, that's not benefiting me. And then he's like, well, I thought you didn't want to do this no more. And I was like, what do you mean? I guess probably like deal with.
Can you show us a screenshot? If he's hitting, he's hitting people on the cell phone, or does he have any paper trail? No, wouldn't we be able to show us something?
And they told me let it die down first, and then you could do the podcast or whatever.
Hold on.
I need to make some money out of this or me up. This ain't benefiting me at all. I'm like, how's this benefiting me? I have all these podcasts hitting me up, and
Yeah, I'm trying to see if
This is in any way like you're turning your back on Ruby Rose?
I technically reached out to the team, and I said, hey.
he reached out. I feel like the reach out would be a text. Show us the proof.
So then I was like, well, that's not benefiting me. And then he's like,
I don't
well, I
know.
thought you didn't want to do this no more. And I was like, what do you mean? I guess probably like deal with all like this bullshit. So I feel like they think maybe I'm still gonna run along with the story or something, but I don't know. I'm just going along with what I know, and yeah, I don't know. A lot of people were like, just I don't know, shit's crazy on the internet. They're like, I mean, everyone gets hate, so I was like, all right, this is cool.
But did the hate
It didn't really affect me. It just like
right? Because
yeah, once I
the fuck
realized,
Affect him. What does he talk about? He talked about how it did affect him and he couldn't go outside. What?
cares, right?
yeah, I mean, I realize like once if I fall asleep, you know, and I wake up, it's actually better to see all this stuff on the internet than be up all night just scrolling through, just seeing what people are saying, because it definitely affects you for sure.
Okay, I'm so confused.
I realized all that afterwards. I mean, I've been in the limelight already.
With
just
what?
Not like this.
With
this
what?
Is like crazier. I mean, I've dealt with all these rappers and
with who?
Everything like that.
What limelight has he been in? What is he talking about?
So.
Right, because, okay, from my perspective, I have very much chosen to be a celebrity and to be in the public eye and to like...
Wait, what limelight has he been in before? What's his actual name if his name is not Brandon? How come this is so vague?
Make myself go viral by doing stupid fucking stunts from time to time. And
yeah, I mean, if he is a millionaire... If he is a millionaire or whatever, what's stopping him from having paid Adam to orchestrate this whole event, dude? I don't know.
You know, people think that the whole, the game show thing was fake before the scene actually came out, or there was a time period where people thought that the Jason Love thing was fake and it was all just going to be a big fake out that, you know, she didn't actually sleep with him or whatever. We're kind of willing to go the extra mile to do this crazy viral shit regardless of the hate. From your perspective, you didn't necessarily really sign up for this, and especially...
That's a good question. How does he allegedly manage tattoo artists if he didn't ask for any compensation? Do tattoo artists not get paid for their... Yeah, that's a good question. If he claims to be a manager, why wouldn't he be business savvy enough to get enough money out of this? None of it really does not add up. There's so many inconsistencies with this fucking situation.
Just the negative attention. I could see how it's probably kind of stressful and you didn't really realize what you were biting off.
Yeah, I didn't know that was going to be the effect. I didn't know that's how they were going to portray the story, you know? Like I just woke up and that's what I seen on the internet. Like this guy, Brandon, weird guy that's sending her all these text messages, and then people just told me not to read it, you know? And I said, okay.
Okay.
Still to this time, I haven't read it, but I like listened to a YouTube video of someone reading it today, just so I could like.
Who'd you listen to?
Hear what it said, and I was like, "Wow, that's funny."
Anytime you see anything about OnlyFans in the media, you should be cautious about believing it.
I mean, I can believe that.
Yeah. Because literally the entire business model is predicated on the idea of you get attention and then you make OnlyFans sales. So girls are literally willing to do anything. And the early version of this back on the
chatted $2, smoking weed while thinking of Papa's gut, broken heart, broken heart,
okay.
broken heart, broken heart.
Thank you so much.
Back in the day on Twitter, I remember
this is my 60K stalker, guys. Except they only sent me $6. No, I'm just kidding.
like 2011, I think her name was Brie Olson, was like the queen of being on Twitter and just tweeting, you know, God, I just need a nut on my face right now. Or God, I wish I just had 5 dicks inside. Just like the craziest shit you could ever think of. But we were young and we were not familiar with like trolling or people being sort of disingenuous for attention on the internet. We thought that this girl was really like that she was actually just sitting around craving dick all day. And I mean, girls now are just doing the same thing. It's just you have to work a little bit harder to get the people to actually buy in on your narrative.
Okay.
Yeah, it's out of control. So, okay, wait. What is your porn diet? What do you actually consume and how often?
My porn diet?
Yeah, what are you watching?
I mean...
You said you never spend money on OnlyFans. Are you out here getting free content?
Well, now I am. I mean, Twitter's awesome, you know? Like, I got all these girls that want to shoot content, but if the story... You know,
wait, really? Anybody well-known?
There might be, yeah, possibly.
Are you going to take them up on it?
Wait, that's so weird. Wait, I don't know. It doesn't really like add up to me. So now he's saying that girls reach out to him because they want to do OnlyFans with him, which I believe that because like they want to get a part of the clout. But it's like, why would you dissipate the story then? Wouldn't that hurt that aspect if you weren't like if you're the creepy Ruby Rose stalker? Like, oh, awesome. Like it's awesome to film with you. If you're just some guy that was set up, it's no longer cool to make content with you. So why the fuck would you admit that then? That doesn't really add up to me.
I mean, I'd have to do it probably today, you know, before the story comes out, because, you know.
Nah, I think you're famous regardless. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it'll be fine then, you know.
And even though we're debunking the whole thing right now, there's gonna be a lot of people who don't care and are gonna be on board with it regardless.
I don't know.
No, I mean, honestly, like I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to figure out where to go from here now because I can't just be like, hey, I need a job somewhere. You know, I have to like
Notorious
figure out what I'm gonna
masturbator.
do. Like, yeah. So I created my OnlyFans account. I don't know what else I can do. I mean,
What are you packing down there?
can't really say yet.
You got a hog on you or not?
That's funny.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really give me big dick energy. I'm gonna be totally real with you.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just because you're not really trying, but
I mean, I'm just like that guy that doesn't give a fuck, really. Like, I mean, I don't care too much, so I don't know.
Okay.
That's my energy, you know?
just not caring.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm that guy that has an open schedule to where people know that they could.
What's his
The unknown
OnlyFans?
freak
Is it the
super
same
chatted
one?
$4.99. I'm getting tattoo touch up tonight. Should I get a papa first time stream tattoo?
No, don't get a tattoo with me on it. That's fucking weird, dude. I feel like that's permanent. What if I get canceled tomorrow? You're gonna have a Papa Gut tattoo? That's fucking crazy.
Rely on me.
If you
and
do get
help
it though, send it to me.
them out, and, you know, help them out. So that's what I've been doing for like the past 4 years, 5 years.
We're just keeping an open schedule.
Yeah, and like I'll just like fly out to Miami and help Gina out, or I mean, I do the tattoo stuff.
So you're just a professional, nice guy.
Professional nice guy. I know.
How do you have all this money? I thought you weren't this fucking crypto billionaire. What is he talking about?
That's
I feel like the opposite of that.
Thank you so much for Katie for the 9-month small gut. It's always the first time in Papa Gut's stream. Hell yeah.
Because my schedule is packed for weeks at a time.
I know.
I can't make time for shit.
It said this guy sounds like the kind of person who has too much time on their hands. He probably, dude, I don't know. It sounds like he might have a lot of money and doesn't do really anything. Doesn't really look good for him.
I never had a calendar till now. I have to like put stuff in the calendar because I'm like, it's kind of hard to remember things now.
Yeah.
Before I never had to do that. So
Wow.
yeah,
Things are changing.
things are changing. Yep.
What's your attitude
beautiful.
on porn, though? You're open-minded when it comes
I'm
to porn?
open-minded about it, you know, honestly. I mean, I feel like I'm friends with a lot of these girls, so it's kind of, I mean,
Why?
I don't want to watch their stuff.
Why would he be friends with the? Is the argument that the tattoo scene is like within proximity of the OnlyFans scene, and that's why he's friends with so many girls? This doesn't make sense.
Stuff, you know, I'm friends with them, you know, but if I meet them, you know, and I'm not their friend yet, I mean, I might be down to watch what they're doing or do something with them.
Right. You ever
So-
bang any of these porn stars?
No,
Never really got around to it, or what?
I just never thought about it too much, you know. I mean,
Better to keep it as a fantasy?
yeah, fantasy, you know, or like,
I thought he said that he wouldn't the reason because he doesn't like to sleep with his friends or something, or because he said he doesn't jerk off to his friends. This is fucking adding up to me. None of this makes any sense to me.
just a friendly relationship, you know, because
The guy's fucking cuck energy.
I don't know.
Some of these porn sites are like based in Germany and shit. So you could probably beat off to all these hot ass girls from Europe.
If you live
and
in
shit
LA, it makes sense. I mean, maybe I'm wrong about it. I'm just trying to put the pieces together, and like half this shit just doesn't add up to me.
that you're never going to run into.
You could detect
That's
this
true.
guy, what?
I don't really know what sites I'm talking about, but I do remember back in the day, I used to jerk off to porn and would kind of like slowly realize, like, oh fuck, these bitches are from all over the place. Like they don't have an American accent on them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why the Snapchat glasses? I feel like those disappeared. Didn't they stop making those?
Is that what that is? Like the Google Glass type of a thing? Don't people? Isn't there like a porn thing that does that?
A few years ago?
Oh man, I don't even know what happened with them. I got them when they first came out, so like I don't even know how long ago it was, but I don't use them no more. I mean, they're prescriptions, so I use them as prescription. But I mean, I'm not blind. It's like kind of like my looks still.
But it's got to freak people out a little bit because they feel like you're making
Yeah.
content of them, or no?
No, I mean, technically, you're supposed to press a button, it lights up, things like that. But I always have to explain to them that it's not recording. You know, I can't wear them at the casino, so I can't play like table games with them because they think like I could see through the cards or some shit. I don't know.
That makes sense.
But yeah, I mean, I guess they're, I don't know, they're cool.
Okay.
So what are you planning to? Or I gotta ask about the shirt too,
Oh yeah,
because it's the same shirt that you had on in the photo with Ruby Rose.
same pants and same shoes.
Oh, you
too.
came in the same exact
Yeah,
garb.
I was like, I might as well wear this.
Does that shirt have a special place in your heart?
Man, I have a lot of shirts like this. Like this company that I fuck with, I just get all their shirts.
What's it called?
Assholes Live Forever.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That was one of theirs. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like when I went to go take this photo, I was like, I already knew it had something to do with the internet, so I was like, this might be a good photo to wear, good shirt to wear this photo in, good shirt to wear to take a photo in.
Right.
Okay.
And yeah, I took 2 other shirts with me, and I didn't even like take them inside. We just took the photos. But yeah, nah. I mean, I don't really have a browser history too much, you know. I have, yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I used to be married, so
To who?
Okay. What does that mean?
some girl.
I mean, that adds up, dude. He used to be married. Now he's obsessed with OnlyFans. He's a porn addict. OnlyFans. I don't know, dude.
When I was in the military, you know. So
But you
no, I'm
wouldn't-
just kidding. I was married.
What's this? Okay. What's
But,
this guy's name, dude? Why isn't he telling us his like name? What's his name? What's his actual first name if he's saying his name's not Brandon? Did I just miss it?
You got me.
Yeah. Nah.
Good
I
job.
Why
I've had girlfriends, you know, but I mean, I work too much. Like literally, I pay rent in one place.
You
He
just
works too much. He just said he has a completely free schedule.
said that you keep an open schedule and you're a professional, nice guy doing favors for
Well,
people
yeah.
for
I mean,
a living.
I
What
feel
the
like
fuck?
that's why I keep my schedule open. If I had a girlfriend, I wouldn't be able to do that, you know.
Uh-huh.
But
Dude, this guy is fucking full of shit. Oh my god, he's just yapping. This guy is so fucking stupid and annoying. There's no way he's being honest here. There's no way. I'm too busy. I can't have a girlfriend. And you just said that you have an open schedule. What the fuck, dude? This is so stupid.
Don't you call that building a life for yourself? Like,
True.
you know, the more I don't have free time, the more that I kind of become an adult.
What?
yeah, that's
I guess is one way to look at it. I
that's
mean,
one way to look at it. Yeah.
you could be a free spirit for the rest of your life and just sort of hang out and do your thing.
Yeah.
You said that you were dating a billionaire.
Came super chatted $9.99. Hey Papa.
What's up, brother?
Thank you for keeping me entertained at work.
I appreciate that.
I've been watching your boogie stuff and it's been pretty great.
Yes.
Have a good day.
That seems
Smile.
to be the big draw for me right now. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the $10, brother. I appreciate it.
Wait, I said that?
I think so, right? Didn't you tell me you were dating a billionaire?
When?
Maybe I misread the text message or something like that. Okay.
Oh.
But so do you really have a huge amount of money from crypto or
Why don't you read text messages?
just like a decent
No,
amount?
I mean I have some money, but it's not. I mean I don't make money off of crypto. You know, I have crypto, but I just don't have the amount that they make it seem like I have. You know.
Okay.
How much do you have? None of this makes sense. This guy basically doesn't have a job. He effectively admitted it. So what does he make money from then?
So what are you going to do with this energy around you? Because everybody wants you to be this crazy porn weirdo, which I guess
I'm gonna start being that guy.
it's good you're not. Wait, so you are? You're just going to...
No, I was just going along with what you were saying just now, because people want to see that. So I was like,
What?
maybe I'll just become that guy.
Yeah, because that's one way you could have played this. Is
Maybe
you
I'll
could have
just
just kept acting as if this was all real.
Yeah.
And just
but
like
then-
really be that guy, but also like what are you
But
going to
then,
do with
yeah,
that?
what am I gonna get out of it? Like, what can I do? Can I get a job like at some place? Because they're gonna look me.
You literally just said the OnlyFans girls are trying to have sex with you, and you have an OnlyFans. Could you not? Like, this guy is either fucking dumb or fucking dumb. I don't know what to tell you. What do I get out of it? You just said you have an OnlyFans, and that OnlyFans girls were trying to have sex with you. What you would get out of it is you're that creepy stalker guy that can capitalize off of it. None of this adds up to me. None of this adds up to me.
me up.
I mean, you could be like an ambassador. Like if you go to AVN,
I am gonna go to AVN. I
see,
think.
there you go. You're going to be kind of lit in that environment
There's gonna be a new topic.
because there's no famous porn consumers. There's famous porn actors and stars, and even some of the
It's an
agents
interesting
or
point.
managers might be a little bit famous or something. But there's no famous porn consumers, even though there are more consumers of porn than probably almost any other content out there.
Maybe.
Yeah. That's true.
So that's something to consider. Get like a browser's deal or something. I don't know what they might
tight.
do with you.
Or an OnlyFans deal.
Reverse bukkake, where a bunch of girls squirt on your face.
I think that's just called
My-
I think that's just called female bukkake now. It is because I used to watch that, but lesbian bukkake. Damn, I forgot I used to look at that. That's a crazy. I've had a real evolution. I've had a lot of growth. My beard's
gonna be all fucked up.
Would you do that? Did you do some like weird ass shit like that, or you got some kind of moral obligation?
I wouldn't do it because I think that in fantasy it sounds really cool, but like in practice it's kind of disgusting. You know what I mean? It's like the same thing. Like if I'm gonna fucking jerk off to like piss porn, like I don't actually want somebody to piss on me. Like maybe my wife, but I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just like that's too much. It's like too much.
Not to.
I know. I don't like fucking with the beard too much. I haven't even cut this off ever.
The beard will be fine. Wait, your whole life you've never cut it?
No.
Holy
I
shit.
mean, I became bald, so I was like, I guess I got to keep some hair on my body.
I guess honestly, my beard would probably look something like that if I had just never cut it. Mine would be grosser.
I mean, sometimes I get it like trimmed a little bit, but like it hasn't been like cut off. Like I feel like if I cut it off, it's not going to grow back.
So the beard is what's keeping you from doing a reverse bukkake?
What the fuck is he talking about?
If that's what people want to see, I guess I have to do it, right?
So, no, not just because they want to. You don't have to do what the fans want, but
if it's worth it, then maybe I'll do it.
right. Wow.
That would be a good video I could sell on OnlyFans, right?
Yeah, you might need a manager. I don't know who the fuck would manage you, but it seems like there's something to manage.
Yeah, I feel like I need more of an assistant now.
Yeah, you could stop being an assistant and get. I mean, you could continue to be an assistant and also have your own assistant.
That would be tight.
It's like
honestly, like
pyramid of power.
Okay.
Wow. Well, I don't know, man. Very interesting last couple of weeks of your life, huh?
Yeah, I didn't even know it was weeks. I seen today that it's
maybe it's been a week. Yeah. No, yeah, you're right.
It's been like 11 days. I think
11
now.
days. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And I'm like, now I gotta figure out what to do. So
if that guy from OnlyFans hadn't told me that this was fake, I would have been flabbergasted by you telling me that during this interview. But I was
surprisingly right when we were outside.
But I mean, like, what did he say when it came to like? Let's say that's true. The only thing I'm questioning now, though, is like, is that the whole thing is fake, or is just one of the numbers fake? And also, like, well, how does he know? Just because he works for OnlyFans? I'm not trying to be an asshole. Like, he could look it up. Did he actually look it up? Or was he just like, I don't believe that? I don't know, because there's so much of this story that just does not make sense. None of this makes sense.
That one guy that I was talking to, I don't know, what was his name?
Poetic Flocka.
Poetic Flocka, okay. That guy's
quite a name, right?
Yeah, but I knew he wanted to hear like some part of the story, and I was like, wait, these people believe this shit?
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I'm like, fuck, this is crazy. Because I mean,
crazy.
I don't know. I know there's so many sides of the story. I don't know what people think of the story, if they think I'm a weirdo.
Yeah, still think you're a
like,
weirdo,
because of the text message thread.
Mm.
But
I mean, Flacco, it's kind of like, even if he has a hunch that he might be getting trolled, it benefits him to not act like he knows he's getting trolled, because he made a YouTube video that might have got, I don't know, 30,000 views or some shit by talking about you. So even if he has a hunch that he might be getting trolled, it's kind of like better for him to just go along with it. So that's why there's probably a lot of people in the porn game who could have guessed that it was fake, but
there is. I mean, they already know. I mean, everyone knows. I mean, the porn on the porn side, they know kind of like, hey, that's not how Lamar is. Like, I was just hanging out with Lamar. Like,
yeah.
It's
because I knew you, but I didn't know so much about you that I thought, like, oh yeah, that guy wouldn't spend $60,000 on porn. I thought, yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of could see that dude spending a shitload of money on porn. But what, $60,000 in a month? That's what it was supposed to be.
Like,
that
always it went up to like a 90 or something now.
Yeah, because that never made sense to me. Because I mean, what does the video cost in the DMs? Maybe $100. Like,
you can tip somebody. You can tip somebody. That's his. It didn't really make sense to me, because like nobody charges $30,000 for a video. Yeah, it's a tip. You would tip somebody that money.
The most high priced video, probably.
Maybe, possibly.
So what am I supposed to believe, that you bought like hundreds of
every video?
No, you just tipped the person. He knows how OnlyFans work. There's no way he doesn't. His fucking wife does OnlyFans now. You could just tip somebody money.
Maybe she did customs. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how she'd be able to do customs or have customs, because I don't think she shows anything.
It's so weird for these guys to pretend that they don't know how OnlyFans works. It's so weird.
It would have already been leaked.
What the fuck would she actually be selling for that much money? Yeah, it never really made a lot of sense.
Instagram photos, maybe? I don't know. Like, I feel like any girl that doesn't show anything.
These guys are both so fucking dumb. Oh, holy shit.
On OnlyFans, it's like more of what they would post on Instagram, but just not what they're posting on Instagram. So
yeah,
I don't know. They still have clothes on, probably. Maybe they wet their shirt a little bit.
I mean, me and Leno the Plug are out here on onlyplugtalk.com having sex with people, and then meanwhile Ruby Rose is like the rare girl that's just so hot that she doesn't have to do anything and she's still killing
She
it
is
on
hot, actually.
OnlyFans.
Honestly, I didn't even know who the fuck she was. Like, really, when I mean, I heard the name, things like that. You know, I mean, I heard some of the controversy in the media beforehand. I knew her for the girl that basically said anyone can say the N-word. That's what I knew her.
Ruby Rose?
Based.
Yeah, she said something like, she did a tweet or something like that, like said like I don't know, she tweeted something like that back in the day, and I was like, that's how I know this girl.
She's probably just like sick of people telling her that she can't say the N-word and she's not dark enough.
Cool.
If I had to guess.
Yeah.
Good guess, I guess.
You see this all the time where girls who
all the time.
are, 50% black or whatever, they,
I see
they
it
still
all the
get
time,
kind of
bro.
told
It's
that they
fucking
can't
crazy.
say it. And they typically aren't
what's
too
that
happy
girl?
about that.
I don't know. That girl, Whoa Vicky. She shouldn't have to say it, right?
I think she stopped saying it
I can smoke on here? Or,
for sure.
okay.
Well, Vicky, definitely black. What do you? How's the dab life going? You're like the only person I know still running around with a dabber.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I got one of these tattooed on my leg too.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just get a tattoo of everything you like?
Yep. And they give me puff codes all the time. I get everything for free. That's the good part about it.
You ever think you're getting a little over high?
Yeah. I get high a lot.
If I was smashing that shit all day, I don't think it would be good for my productivity or life.
Well, I stopped smoking
Well, don't worry. He doesn't do anything. He's just kind of a chill guy. So
for like a month.
Me too.
And then
then I started doing it
I
again.
came back again when this all this shit happened. So
Oh, this brought you back to the dabs.
yeah, like I had this just sitting in my closet. This one, it was like brand new, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go get dabs now.
okay.
And yeah, I just smoke.
Crazy.
I don't even eat. I spend more money on dabs than I do on food.
Wow. So you got dual vices, porn and weed. Well, I guess the porn one's fake, but
Well,
how many times you jerk off a day on average?
not that many. Maybe once a week.
I feel like the weed might be getting in the way of that. You should quit the weed so you can jerk off more.
Yeah, I mean, I fuck
Productive stuff, man.
periodically, throughout the week. So it's like,
Okay.
I don't need to jerk off half the time.
Cool.
Jesus Christ. Okay. What? Anything else we need to know? Anything we need to look forward to?
Yeah, I mean, my OnlyFans content that's going to be coming out. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to
So do you have like your page? What's your page and what's your actual name?
have something to do with Bitcoin and fucking. I don't know.
Bitcoin is a weird prop for porn because
I'm
you
just-
can't even see it.
True.
You have like a Bitcoin logo.
I'm just going to have the screen in the back of Bitcoin rising or lowering.
Oh, yeah. And you have to do different sex acts depending on
Yeah.
the price.
If it goes up,
This is so
Then
fucking
I go
boring.
up.
This guy's
and
such
if
a
it goes
fucking
down, then she
snooze
has to peg you.
fuck that.
No?
Nah, not that.
fest. Adam, what about you, buddy?
Do that. No.
Okay. Well, probably the most unlikely path towards getting a no jumper interview since I interviewed Produced by Zach, who got an interview from leaving a lot of comments on our Instagram.
Wow.
And also AOKD, who lives in a tent. He sleeps with his head in a puddle.
Incredible
He got
stuff.
his chain snatched. And he also leaves a lot of comments. All right. Anything you want them to check out? Anything that the people need to keep in mind if they want to stay in touch with you?
I guess follow me on social media, I guess.
One of-
Twitter's awesome.
is-
Oh, I
your
don't,
social
I don't
media?
have your Twitter, but your Instagram is what? One of one spender?
Yeah, I changed that literally like a week ago.
But the number one
Yeah,
of
one
one
of
spender.
one spender. And then
Well, doesn't that imply that he's a top spender? Okay, I guess he's playing into it. What I don't know. I don't even know what to believe.
OnlyFans and Twitter is my OnlyFans name is OnlyFans Crypto Well. And that's the same as my Twitter. So yeah.
Maybe you should get more into the pay pig world. You know about the pay
Pig?
pigs?
No, what's that? Fucking like Findom or
Yeah, just dudes who donate shitloads of money in exchange for
that's what I was thinking
attention.
about doing that. Yeah, I might as well.
What do you mean? I thought you didn't have that much money. What happened? What are we doing here?
Pay pig. It's just a
Pay
funny.
pig.
It's a funny like couple of syllables in a row. Got a lot of pay pigs out there. It's hard for me to say it. I don't know why. All right, Lamar.
Maybe he's-
Appreciate you.
All right. I appreciate you too. This was fun.
Thanks so much for filling us in. Shout out to all the people out there. I would love to know what you think in the comments. If you are in the mood to beat off right now, onlyplugtalk.com. But aside from that, No Jumper, the coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Patreon, Instagram, etc. Like, comment, and subscribe. NoJumper.com. If you want to support, jerk off to Ruby Rose forever.
Okay.